detailed trail. And then any documents that support the participant's condition, attaching those to the CEDT if you have them. Incontinence is an important factor. Don't skip it. If there's a problem, document it. If there's not a problem, indicate such. And then a reminder there under number 6 that anyone who reviews the CEDT after the person who's doing that face-to-face, the QR or the second level, has to figure out whether if something's missing, if you just didn't document it or you didn't see it. So don't leave them guessing. Writing legibly seems obvious, but if you are doing handwriting, a lot of people will be doing the electronic versions, but if you're writing, somebody's going to come behind and it needs to be readable, being brief, describing what the current problems are and recommendations you have, including how often the participant may need the service or intervention. Remembering the five core services have to be necessary and provided by the CVAS Center on each day of attendance. Clear pathway to the conclusion. That was something that I think of when we were training on version 1, and we did multiple trainings on that we stressed over and over again. And I think that with the version 2.0 that we have a lot better path built into the form itself. So we're hopeful that the new version will help in clearly bringing you to the conclusion at the end of the document. So that's not as critical as perhaps in the past, but definitely each of those sections 1, 2, and 3. They build on one another, and the conclusion should be well supported by the time you get to the end. For the quality reviewer, document why you're agreeing or disagreeing with the assessor's determination. So that goes to when the quality review is done, indicating the nature of your agreement or disagreement. Second level reviewer, no disagreeing determination should go without a rationale. So there's that explanation field. You have lots of space to write and need to use it. Any and all reasons used to disagree with the determination should be written in the comments as well. So I think that brings us to just about the end of what we had planned to share with you today about this new tool, and then reviewing some of the processes, reviewing some of the medical necessity and eligibility criteria. We hope providing some clarification. And Jeannie, are there any more questions that are coming in?
The only question I have is if we have any date or update on the fillable PDF version of the CEDT.
I don't have any unless somebody else does at this point. So
no, we're working on it, and we don't have an idea right now of how soon we'll be able to get that published.
So April 1 is the date that this form becomes effective. So let's make sure everybody knows that they don't go out and run with the new form starting today or tomorrow. It's not until April 1 and beyond. So we'll keep working on that PDF version.
And where can you find the definition of the different category levels of the Alzheimer's disease?
Yeah, that's the reference I shared with you. It's in these slides. There is
on the website.
It's on the web.
On the DHCS website also.
Yeah, it's on the DHCS and CDA websites. This is on slide 24. There's a guide to determining Alzheimer's disease or dementia stages, and I believe the origin of that document is the it's Alzheimer's Association set of criteria. So a good guide to all of the behaviors that are associated with each of those stages. Any other questions, Jean?
I don't see any other questions typed in. Oh, we got it. Are there any specific requirements for the second level review? I.e., does it have to be performed by a medical director? Any requirements as to who would perform the second level review?
That's up to your organization. For us, we have a field office administrator that signs off on it, and that was because our field office administrator was appearing in the fair hearings. So with bearing that in mind, if somebody is going to contest their eligibility determination, who's ever signed off on there should be a medical person. Maybe not the medical director, but a medical person.
And how can we obtain a copy of the slide presentation provided today?
So Jeannie, you sent this
I
out
did
beforehand.
send it out, and I sent it out this morning. Maybe you weren't on the email list that I had gotten from the managed care plans, but I can send it to the attendees on the list. I think I can get your email address, or you can email me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did say earlier, and I misspoke that we had it on our CDA website. What we have on our CDA website is the version we provided to the CVAS providers. It was slightly different because we were rolling out, redoing for them the new fee-for-service process, but it does include many of the same slides, so I did misspeak on that. We don't have the managed care version, the ones we're doing today. So Jeannie, they're going to be able to, we're going to try to send it again to everybody on the list who's registered today. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can send it if you're interested in receiving it. You can either send me an email, or I will send it to you. And my email address is, I sent out this morning, is either jeannie.smalley@dhcs.ca.gov.
One more time slowly.
Jeannie, Jeannie, .smalley@dhcs.ca.gov, or I can send it to you from the email list.
So if you're registered, we've got your address. If you're not, then you have to send Jeannie an email. More questions?
I think that's all the questions for now. I don't have any other questions. Anyone have any other questions?
Okay. Well, going, unless we hear one in the next few seconds. Does anybody have any closing comments here today? I guess I would just remind everybody that this is the new form is effective on April 1st, and so no sooner and no later. Anything done April 1 and beyond needs to come on the new CEDT version 2.0. We sent you those forms. They're also posted on the CDA website. Lots of resources out there. If you have further questions about any of the criteria or any of the training that we've done today, I know that most of you all have your contacts here at DHCS through the contract managers and managed care division. You can always use the CVAS main mailboxes at DHCS or CVAS CDA at aging.ca.gov in these slides. That is where you can ask program questions. If you have questions, we're the ones at CDA who oversee the providers, and if you have those kinds of questions, you can talk to us or use the DHCS main mailbox with any other questions. Happy to help out, and we thank you for your time today, and look forward to your success with using the new form. So thanks a lot today, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.